Morning, March 28th. The allotments of the remaining land. Joshua 18, verse 1. Again, the 1 year Chronological Bible, New King James Version. Now the whole congregation of the children of Israel assembled together at Shiloh, and set up the tabernacle of meeting there, and the land was subdued before them. But there remained among the children of Israel 7 tribes which had not yet received their inheritance. Then Joshua said to the children of Israel, How long will you neglect to go and possess the land which the Lord God of your fathers has given you? Pick out from among you 3 men for each tribe, and I will send them. They shall rise and go through the land, survey it according to the inheritance, and come back to me. And they shall divide it into 7 parts. Judah shall remain in the territory to the south, and the house of Joseph shall remain in their territory to the north. You shall therefore survey the land in 7 parts, and bring the survey here to me, that I may cast lots for you here before the Lord our God. But the Levites have no part among you, for the priesthood of the Lord is their inheritance. And Gad, Reuben, and half tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance beyond the Jordan of the east, which Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave them. Then the men rose to go away, and Joshua charged those who went to the land to survey the land, saying, Go, walk through the land, survey it, and come back to me, that I may cast lots for you here before the Lord in Shiloh. So the men went, passed through the land, and wrote the survey in a book in 7 parts by cities. And they came to Joshua at the camp in Shiloh. Then Joshua cast lots for them in Shiloh before the Lord. And there Joshua divided the land to the children of Israel according to their divisions. Now the lot of the tribe of the children of Benjamin came up according to their families, and the territory of their lot came out between the children of Judah and the children of Joseph. Their border on the north side began at the Jordan, and the border went up to the side of Jericho on the north, and went up through the mountains westward. It ended in the wilderness of Beth-aven. The border went over from there toward Luz, to the side of Luz, which is Bethel, southward. And the border descended to Ataroth Adar, near the hill that lies on the south side of lower Beth-horon. Then the border extended around the west side to the south, from the hill that lies before Beth-horon southward, and it ended at Kirjath-baal, which is Kirjath-jearim, a city of the children of Judah. That was the west side. The south side began at the end of Kirjath-jearim, and the border extended on the west, and went out to the spring of the waters at Nephtoah. Then the border came down to the end of the mountain that lies before the valley of the son of Hinnom, which is the valley of the Rephaim of the north, descended to the valley of Hinnom to the side of the Jebusite city on the south, and descended to En-rogel. And it went around from the north, went out to En-shemesh, and extended toward Geliloth, which is before the ascent of Adum, and descended to the stone of Bahan, the son of Reuben. Then it passed along toward the north side of Arabah, and went down to Arabah, and the border passed along to the north side of Beth-haglah. Then the border ended at the north bay, at the salt sea, at the south end of the Jordan. This was the southern border, southern boundary. The Jordan was on verse 20. The Jordan was its border on the east side. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin, according to its boundaries all around, according to their families. Now, the cities of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, according to their families, were Jericho, Beth-haglah, Amak-haziz, Beth-rabbah, Zemarim, Bethel, Avim, Parah, Haphran, Ophrah, Shafar, Hamanani, Ophni, and Gaba, 12 cities with their villages, Gibeon, Ramah, Berath, Mizpah, Chesrah, Mozah, Rakam, Arpel, Terah, Zelah, Eliph, Jebus, which is Jerusalem, Gibeath, and Kirjath, 14 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Benjamin according to their families. The second lot came out for Simeon, for the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. They had in their inheritance Beersheba, Moladah, Harzashul, Balal, Azim, Etolad, Bethul, Ramah, Ziklag, Beth, Makabath, Hazar, Susa, Beth Liblah, and Shurim, 13 cities and their villages, Ain, Ramah, Ether, and Ashan, 4 cities and their villages, and all the villages that were around these cities as far as Belath Bear, Ramah of the south. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Simeon according to their families. The inheritance of the children of Simeon was included in the share of the children of Judah, for the share of the children of Judah was too much for them. Therefore, the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of that people. The third lot came out for the children of Zebulun according to their families, and the border of their inheritance was as far as Sarid. Their border went toward the west into Maralah, went to Dabasheth, and extended along the brook that is east of the Jokneam. Then from Sarad it went eastward toward the sunrise along the border of Chisla Tabar, and went out toward Debereth, bypassing Japhia, and from there it passed along on the east of the Gath Hefer toward Eth Kazan, and extended to Ramot, which borders on Nia. Then the border went around it on the north side of Hanathon, and it extended in the valley of Jephthah. Included were Katath, Nahala, Shimron, Ailah, and Bethlehem, 12 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the children of Zebulun according to their families, these cities with their villages. The fourth lot came out to Issachar, for the children of Issachar according to their families, and their territory went to Jezreel, and included Cheseloth, Shunem, Haphram, Shion, Anaharath, Rabbith, Kishion, Abez, Remeth, and Genim, En Haddah, and Beth Pazaz, and the border reached to Debor, Shahazimah, and Beth Shemesh. The border ended at the Jordan, 16 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Issachar according to their families, the cities and their villages. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of the children of Asher according to their families, and their territory included Helkath, Halib, Beten, Ashaph, Alamelech, Amad, and Mishal. It reached to Mount Carmel westward along the brook Shihor Libnath. It turned toward the sunrise to Beth Dagon, and it reached to Zebulun into the valley of Jephthah El. Then northward beyond Beth Amek and Nael, bypassing Kabul, which was on the left, including Ebron, Rehob, Haman, and Canaan, as far as Greater Sidon. And the border returned to Ramah and to the fortified city of Tyre. Then the border turned to Hosa and ended at the sea by the region of Achzib. Also, Umah, Aphak, Rehob were included, 22 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Asher, according to their families, these cities with their villages. The sixth lot came out to the children of Naphtali, for the children of Naphtali according to their families, and their border began at Haleph, enclosing the territory from the terebinth tree in Zanaham, Adinam, Nakib, and Jabneel, as far as Lakum. It ended at the Jordan. From Haleph, the border extended westward to Haznoth Tabor, and went out from there toward Hakuk. It adjourned Zebulun on the south side and Asher on the west side, and it ended at Judah by the Jordan toward the sunrise. And the fortified cities are Ziddim, Zer, Hamath, Rakah, Chinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazor, Kadesh, Edrei, and Hazor, Iron, Migdal El Harom, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh, 19 cities with their villages. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Naphtali according to their families, the cities and their villages. The seventh lot came out for the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, and the territories of their inheritance was Zorah, Eshtaol, Shemesh, Shablan, Ajalah, Jephlah, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, Ektah, Gibbethon, Belath, Jehud, Ben Barak, Gath and Rimmon, Jarkon, and Rakan, and the region near Joppa. And the border of the children of Dan went beyond these, because the children of Dan went up to fight against Leshem and took it. And they struck it with the edge of the sword, took possession of it, and dwelt in it. They called Leshem Dan, after the name of Dan their father. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Dan, according to their families, these cities with their villages.